Welcome back, everybody. So, news of the day video, and there's some good news if you're a Rangers fan. We will get to that. I want to start things off talking about the Vegas Golden Knights and their lineup for tonight. Stone is a maybe. He's a game time decision. If Mark Stone can play, he will play. I would be very surprised if he doesn't. And yet, that's still a game time decision. However, Alex Pietrangelo has been sent back to Las Vegas for further evaluation. So there's something else going on with Pietrangelo, and it definitely, you could see the difference in that last game, and we'll see whether or not it hurts them going forward or how much, or if they adjust to it. But you could definitely see the difference without both Stone and Pietrangelo. Those are two key guys. And Leonard has been sent to the Henderson Silver Knights as a conditioning stint. That means he's very close. They also sent Dansk down, meaning that he is very, very close to coming back and playing, and they'll have him all set to go soon. So that's good news, because healthy Robin Lehner added to an unstoppable Marc-Andre Fleury gives him nights off here and there, and it's an expensive goaltending duo, but it's also a very successful one. So when you're spending that much money on goaltending but you're winning, people don't talk about it nearly as much, right? All right, Dante Fabbro is going to have a hearing today. Move this over here. Dante Fabbro is having a hearing today for an elbow on Brock McGinn, which, if you're reading social media, either is a smart decision or it's the worst decision in the history of sports. And there's a lot worse things you can pick out of the game that were worse. So yeah. Now what's interesting with this is that it doesn't look like it's an in-person hearing, so it's not going to be a 5+ game. Probably a game or two. But keep in mind, Yossi's out week to week for Nashville. So this is a setup that is going to definitely test their depth on the blue line. I would think probably a game, maybe two. I'm not aware of Fabbro having any kind of a history with player safety, so should be fine for a game or two. I think Nashville's defense will be okay, but we'll see, right? I mean, Nashville is 11-14-1. They need help. They definitely need some help here. And guys getting suspended is not the help they need. Elias Pettersson is out for at least a week longer. This is what's being reported. Here's what concerns me. So Pettersson, he's out of the lineup. Why? Reasons. Okay. A couple days later, hey, he's still out. They're not really saying anything. And now it's going to be another week. So that would make it a 2-week injury, right? So we don't really have the information on how long he's necessarily going to be out. I'm hoping it's not a big long-term injury, but sometimes this is how long-term injuries happen. That maybe a week from now they go, it'll just be another week. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Don't worry, he's fine. It's one of those little things. It's just a nagging 3-week, soon to be a month, and then it'll be 2 months. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. The good news is the Canucks have absorbed that loss pretty well for their first 3 games. We'll see if that continues tonight. Darcy Kuemper, he's week to week. So that's what's being said by Rick Tocchet. He's out week to week. I would think with Ronta, they're okay. And with Kuemper, it looked like, I'm going to say something's hyperextended, because it was a weird play where all of a sudden he was like, yeah, I got to get out of the net, which means he pulled something. Hyperextended something. So knee, groin, could be anything. But he's week to week. So they'll go with Ronta and Hill. Aiden Hill gets another chance, I would think, to get a couple of starts and prove he's a National Hockey League goaltender. It's time for Seattle to come in and maybe make him their number 3. I don't know, maybe. Nathan MacKinnon is back tonight, so if you're an Avs fan, that's good news. Against Colorado, or against, I guess they're sometimes against themselves injury-wise. Against Arizona, there was that lacking of finish that you would normally have with MacKinnon, or they were denied by Ronta. Maybe tonight we see which one it was. Was Ronta that good, or was it just a lack of MacKinnon being able to find that hole in the goaltender that gets that puck through and gets that puck in the net and gets them the victory? We'll see. Barry Trotz last night coached his 1700th career game, which puts him 3rd on the all-time games coached list. He joins Joel Quenneville and Scotty Bowman. So that's pretty heady territory. So when people ask, well, does Quenneville go to the Hall of Fame? Yes. Does Trotz go to the Hall of Fame? Yeah, I think he does. I think there's a couple of reasons. One, his overall record and how long he's been in the league, and then the fact that he was a coach for so long for the Nashville Predators, and he was very respected, and so was the team when he was there. No matter how rough the team might have looked on paper, they still outperformed anything that was expected of them right from that first year on. So there are reasons to make Barry Trotz a Hall of Fame inductee, and I would think that he gets there. Artemi Panarin, he's back. Yeah, the Rangers just tweeted out a little gif of Panarin coming out of the locker room, and then a little gif of him skating around the ice and his buddies, welcoming him back and all happy, and everybody's all smiles. So Panarin just quietly slips back onto the ice for Rangers practice. He's rejoined the team. He's good to go. So whatever legalities he had to deal with behind the scenes when this whole thing broke, clearly that's, if not resolved, he is comfortable now coming back to play, comfortable that is he's probably done as much as he can do. And we'll see what the statement is from him on that, or if there is one. It's one of those situations where it's not really our business how he necessarily dealt with it. And hopefully everything is okay from here on out. And always a very popular guy with his teammates. That was said of him in Columbus as well. That he was one of the nicest guys that you'd ever meet. So Panarin's very well liked and respected in the National Hockey League. And he's back for the Rangers. Nathan Beaulieu is out weeks with what they're calling an upper body injury. Last night it looked like it was his wrist that got hurt. This gives Logan Stanley, Sami Niku a chance to get maybe more minutes, and we'll see who jumps up and grabs the minutes normally played by Beaulieu. I do actually like the depth on the Winnipeg blue line. They could use another top four. Like if there was a top four available, I think it would be smart for Winnipeg to pick them up. But their blue line's been better than advertised. We talk about Canadian teams and their blue lines and how bad they are. But I think Winnipeg's has been better than what they're given credit for. So with Beaulieu out, I think it gives them another chance to prove that. So there you go. And then Pierre LeBrun is reporting today that Eric Staal is open to a trade to a contender from Buffalo. I would think he's not the only one. I would think we'll see a lot of trade talk ramping up over the next 2 weeks, and then it's going to peter out for the Canadian teams because of the closure of the border and how the quarantine thing works, unless they can get some kind of an exemption for the trade deadline. I don't know how you sell that to the public. All right, now everybody's got a quarantine except these guys are coming in for the trade deadline. Aren't you guys excited? What do you mean no? You mean you people are just terrible. So yeah, LeBrun reports that Stahl's open to a trade to a contender, and he will draw interest. If the Buffalo Sabres are truly open for business, a lot of their older players are going to draw a lot of interest. So there you go. News of the day. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.